Hi, my name is Andy Krawczyk with Service Ideas.
And I'm Joe Krawczyk with Service Ideas.
Today we're going to go over Service Ideas core essential products. The first product we're going to go over is our vacuum insulated urn. We were the first people to bring this to market in 2010. And vacuum insulation, for people that don't know that, means that it's double wall, but there's no oxygen between the walls, so the heat can't escape. Our urns are 1.5, 3, and 5 gallons. They come in a brushed finish that you see right here, or a polished finish. And last year we just introduced powder coating in black or white. However, we can do any color you want. Just get us a PMS number. Selling feature of this is obviously you can brew directly into it, and I've already removed the brew plate, but there would be a brew plate that sits right inside of here with a little hole. We're in a cold room right now, so you would just want to throw some hot water in there, dump it out just so the inside is not cold. Put your brew plate on and you can brew directly into it. Once you do that, seal it up, and the 3-gallon will hold temperature for 8 hours. You need to be brewing at the right temperature as well, between 195 and 205 degrees. That's huge. Some people have their brewers that are not set up correctly. Brew directly into it and you have an 8-hour heat retention. There's also 2 different types of legs. This is the Regal leg that you see here, and it also comes in a modern leg. Any other things, Joe?
Maybe some of the replacement parts we have. You know, the biggest thing to go with these vacuum insulated urns, I would say, would be the gaskets. These gaskets are replaceable. You can peel them off, put them back on, put a fresh one on. Also, the handles are replaceable. Just some screws on the sides, you can pop those off. And the spigot as well. The NSF spigot is very, very durable. I mean, you can carry the thing around almost by it, and it's very, very...
it's a tank.
It's a tank. We loosened up this the weight of this the legs here. They were a little bit heavier, but now they're a lot lighter. And we also have the availability to put a screw in the bottom of this, so you can attach it to the urn so it stays with it all the time. Some people like it so they don't lose parts. This a lot of people just like to be able to take it off, like Andy said, and brew directly into it. So.
The main selling point of this is because it's vacuum insulated, you don't have that sterno underneath cooking your coffee all day long, making your coffee taste horrible.
These thermal dispensers come in 3 different sizes: 1 gallon, 1.5, and 2 gallon. What you do with these is you pop the pin out of this bottom. Once this nut is taken out, there's a little nut on the bottom when it comes in the box. You take the nut off, pull the pin down, and it turns off. Now this you bring underneath your brewer. This fits in all commercial brewers, where you can take the lid off here. This is for cleaning. You put the lid back on, and then on the top, it's got a little brew-through area with a little chain on it. So this is where everything brews into. In order to make this NSF, you have to have a cap on it. This is an NSF product. All 3 sizes are NSF. And a couple other unique features of this product, once you get it back on the stand, is the sight glass. What's unique about this sight glass is when the coffee is dispensed into the cup, it's not pulling the coffee from the actual sight glass. It's pulling the coffee from inside the jug. So a lot of times what happens is coffee sits here too long, goes into the cup, and it's cold. This does not allow that. It's got a valve in it that allows the coffee to come out of the jug itself. A couple things on it. It's got in the front this base plate. You can use this to put your flavor. Underneath the sight glass, it comes with 2 sight glass covers and a brush for replacing this. If this does break, it pops right out, comes, and you got your replacements behind here. Another unique feature of this is the drip tray. It stores right back here, so when you're not using it, or when you're going to empty it, is the big factor, because if there is coffee left over, you put the plate back here, and you can just turn the spigot on, let it run into your sink like this, and you're done. So it comes with a black base. This is an 8-inch clearance. Little protector guard here so you don't burn your hand.
A couple other things is the price point on this. This product is much more economical than our competitors out there, and it will fit under every brewer out there, because you can fit it under the brewer just like it is now, or if you don't have that clearance, you simply do what Joe just showed you, take the top off, throw just the top part underneath the brewer. product in front of us is our cold beverage dispenser. They come in a 3 or 5 gallon, nice stainless steel base. This stainless steel base, as well as the top, can either be brushed stainless, it can come in our natural elements collection, or in our PVD coated collection. BPA free Triton body. Take the lid off, you see you have your infusion tube here that also can be solid, so you could put ice cubes in it. What other feature sets are there, Joe?
Heavy duty stainless steel base. It comes with 2 different other spigots that we're not showing here. One of them is a stainless steel one, so you can dress it up a little bit. The other one is a hands-free spigot, and yeah, like Andy said, you know, one cool thing we forget to talk about, Andy, is how you can store this. And the unique thing is this pops off, goes right here, that goes like that, and this goes like this. So now you can go into a shelf, and it's really easy to store. The first Airpod I'm going to talk about is one of our best sellers, the 2.2 liter glass-lined Eco Airpod. Some of the feature sets of this Airpod is a zinc handle. A lot of competitors out there don't have zinc handles. Ours is solid zinc. One of the big features with our Airpod 2 are these hinges. When Airpods break, these hinges seem to go bad. They got little mushrooms on the sides, so they can't pull out. That's one of the biggest faults of Airpods, is this breaks and then the customer has to buy a lid. This hinge system is really beefed up and is very, very durable. One thing I like to talk about a lot is, I call it the squeeze test. A lot of Airpods, if you grab the thing and you squeeze it, you can make it noise. You can move the metal. This is a 4mm stainless steel, and you can't bend it. It's very, very durable, and that protects that glass liner. Great seller. NSF approved. Comes in 3 different sizes, and yeah.
And another one next to it here is our Signature series we just introduced a few years ago. It's a little bit higher end look, nice chrome finish. This only comes in a lever lid. We had to just choose one or the other. We did the lever because the lever is the #1 selling lid out there. Pops right off. This actually is stainless steel line, 2.5 liters, and it has a nice soft touch external part. It's kind of like a rubber finish, but it will hide fingerprints a little bit, looks a little bit different. And on the back side, there'll be signature tags that you can identify whether it's tea, coffee, hot water, decaf, etc. And it has a spinning base. Another thing that I wanted to touch on that Joe may have missed is people like the lever lid better, especially in assisted living facilities, because they can use the palm of their hand. When you get older, you get arthritis in your hands, and then pushing down that pump is a little bit tougher.
Big things with Airpods too is when you dispense an Airpod, it's really nice just to go up to it and be able to hit this handle one time and fill your cup up. These baffles inside are really, really durable, along with these little gaskets here that get a real good suction. So normally when you walk up to the thing and you fill your cup up, you get a full cup, maybe twice, 2 pumps, and you're full.
Once you open up our catalog, you can see that we have a billion different coffee pots, and sometimes it can be a little overwhelming. However, it's kind of pretty simple. You either have plastic lined, stainless steel lined, or glass lined, and there are selling features of all of them. Plastic line, you have a 1-hour heat retention, 1 to 2 hours. They're very popular in the healthcare industry, hotels. You could throw this off of our building and it would bounce in the parking lot where a stainless steel one would dent. You either have a push button lid or a flip top lid. The push button lid is more popular these days because it has the feature set of if it tips over, no coffee is going to come out unless the push button is pushed down. You use these obviously for coffee, hot water, cream, and that's another type of lid here. On the creamer, as a twist lid, so as you twist it open, more coffee or cream or whatever you're holding inside is going to come out. Joe, what are some other feature sets on these?
What I like to talk about is, for the most part, outside of the glass line product, all these products are dishwasher safe, so you can throw them through the dishwasher. We have replacement parts with lids and liners when it comes to the glass. I like to look at it as far as thermal as a good, better, best. Like Andy said, 1 to 2 hours, 4 to 6, and then that glass liner gives you 6 to 8 hours. With the stainless steel lined coffee servers, you always want to try to preheat that liner to give it a little extra heat retention, and variety of sizes from 0.6 liter all the way up to 2 liter in pretty much all the family.
2 liter is the largest coffee pot size, and 10 ounce is the smallest coffee pot size, but not every coffee pot has all of those sizes. These 3 products right here in front of us are the first 3 inventions Arthur Murray came to market with. The push for service, the steak sizzler platter, because he wanted to keep his steak hot throughout the course of the meal. And then, of course, he knew that the last impression on a customer was hot coffee, and no one had come up with an insulated coffee pot. But today, in depth, we're going to talk about the steak sizzler platter. So the way a steak sizzler works is you have your 18/8 stainless steel plate here, and you have your polypropylene liner. These are built right in Minnesota. You throw your steak sizzler inside an oven at 350 to 375 degrees, preheat it, drop it on the holder here, and what it does is it traps air in between there. So you put your steak, your fish, whatever the food is on there, it will maintain the temperature throughout the course of the meal. And a lot of times people will just buy the steak sizzlers themselves and not the holders, because a lot of people will do appetizers with them. It's not just for steakhouses.
No, it's used in a lot of different applications. Well, then the plastic server. I mean, this is our TS series thermal serve. You know, staple of the industry. These 2 products put us into distribution and kind of created service ideas. All in around here, we're showing you today, we've got the 11-inch, 14-inch, and 16-inch sizes as far as diameters. 2 different styles, one with a removable insert where the rubber comes out, dishwasher safe, and the other ones have some rubber on the bottom and rubber on the top, so they won't slide around, keeps glassware or anything you're serving on this in one spot. The smaller ones like this just don't need to be a bar tray. They can be a serving tray as well, where you can put some ice on this, put shrimp on it, put oysters on the half shell. With the one with the removable one.
Yeah, appetizers, right. You know, great point. That is a feature set where you take that out and now you can put oysters in there, shrimp in there, 11-inch, 14, 16, like Joe said. And actually the 14-inch also comes in different finishes. It has the natural elements finish, which are wood grains, and it also has the metallic elements finish, which are the coppers, the rose golds, the dark tungstens. Dishwasher safe, and one of our best sellers. Really good product.
Yeah, real heavy duty.